Yo, I finally did it. I finally did it. Today's the day. Chilling at lunch today. I was like, might as well do it, Beginning of the year, federal tax credit, baby. That Jerry deal's about to kick in. About time I get my new whip. Yes, I'm talking about it. That Tesla. I'm on that Tesla website, y'all. Let's just do it. Model S, Model Y. They look nice. I don't know which one should I do. Man, the wife told me I could do it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You know what? I think Model Y would be fine for me. Model Y performance model, looks really nice. I'm like, okay, this is really interesting. I don't know which color should I get. I don't know. What do you think I should get? Should I get the blue? Should I get the gray? I think I'm going to get the blue. I'm just going to go ahead and put in my credit card information and get this car really quick so I don't change my mind. Jerry deals for a tax credit. Beginning of the year, IRS told me I could do it. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it. Can't wait to drive my Model Y. Can't wait, man. This is the best thing ever happened. Let's do it. Yes. Yeah. Time to go for a drive. Where did I park this beautiful car? Where's my car? Where is my car? I know it's here somewhere. I'm still new to the area. I mean, come on. It have to be here somewhere, right? Put up my Tesla app and see if I could find it. Yeah. Okay. Where did I put my car? Where's my car? Where is my car? I mean, I know I park here somewhere. It have to be here. Where's the car? Why do I have a random Kia key in my pocket? I don't drive a Kia. Kia? I guess I drive a Kia. Welcome to the Model Y Performance Review. Yo, welcome back to another Jerry Deals, man. I ain't do a video in a minute. So I was waiting to do this video on my homeboard Tesla. This is my dog Cleeves. Cleeves, it was up to the peoples and Jerry Deals.
Hello everyone, Team Jerry Deals. How you guys doing today?
Yes sir, man. I wanted to do this video to talk about, how is it to get a Tesla, man? It's just, like a lot of people always talk about, hey, look at my new Tesla, here's the delivery. But this past few months, of course, we are already the 1st of April already. This past few months, we saw how, people could actually get federal tax. We could get into that more. And I want you to kind of, talk a little bit about it, like your experience and
correct.
Delivery of the car. Of course, we're going to talk about that. People want to hear that.
Right.
But, just go straight into it, man. So why did you decide to get a Tesla? And
for me, it was, I don't think it was completely on the top of my radar, but I've always liked the Tesla. EVs have been around now for a little bit, and I know eventually we're all going to have to migrate over to an electric vehicle.
Right.
So it wasn't until like early January when they did the huge price reduction. Okay. And these dropped by about $15,000.
Okay.
Then it started to make a lot more sense to me because.
So you're talking about these drops. So tell people what type of car you got, man.
So this right here is the Model Y. Specifically, what we're in right now, what I have is a Model Y Performance.
Sheesh.
So
the boy said he got the red caliber.
Yeah, it has a little red line underneath the word dual motors. So.
Not a long range, y'all.
Correct.
Performance.
It's the performance. It does this right here, Yeah. So.
Okay.
So it's it has some giddy up to it.
Don't worry, I'm still good, people. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, but as I was saying, once they dropped the price down by at least $15K,
okay,
and then you still have the federal tax credit that now applies to the performance as well,
okay,
of $7,500. So you're looking at almost it was like $25,000 less than what it was last year.
Crazy.
So then it started making a lot of sense.
That's the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if I can continue, another thing too that I started, processing and thinking about. So if I get this car, one of the things that's really interesting about Teslas is that they hold their resale value very well. So I was looking at the used car market, and the drop off for cars like 1 or 2 years old has not been that much. So if I do the math, if I take the $7,500 that I get back from Uncle Sam, when I go back to sell it, I'm really only losing a couple, just a few $1,000s. So if I keep this car,
that's a win-win.
That's a win-win. So if I keep this car 2 years and trade it in or sell it, then I'm really coming out almost, even, just about.
Bro, that's crazy.
At least that's the idea. We'll see what the resale market looks like in 2 years. But for now, it's holding up pretty well.
I don't blame you, man, because I was actually looking at the Model 3, one day I'm going to get a Tesla, y'all pray for me, but I'm looking for a Model 3, and the Model 3, I'm talking about a 2018, it's still going for like 40 grand. And a brand new 2018, I'm talking about, this is a standard range, bro.
Right.
The standard range is going 40 grand. A brand new 2023 standard range Model 3 is going for 42 right now, baby.
Yeah.
So the car, I see, with a couple of miles, with like 30,000 miles, the car's going like 40,000, 41,000. A brand new is going for 42,000.
So it's almost like buy it brand new at that point.
Facts. Like, you should definitely buy it brand new.
I've actually seen used ones for more than what I paid for this one.
And I'm pretty sure if you buy it used, you don't get that federal tax credit.
Well, you don't get the full $7,500. I believe they just switched it up. I think a new policy goes in effect April 18th.
Okay.
But the way it is now, I believe it's $4,000 or $4,500 for a pre-owned vehicle.
Oh wow.
Right. But the brand new, you get the full $7,500.
The full $7,500.
Correct.
All right, man. All right. But that doesn't only apply to Teslas, man. That applies to Chevy. That applies to what other matter? Ford,
Right. So
get your more Lightning, I guess.
Right. It's plug-in hybrids. It's your EVs. So no, it's a good deal. If you find a car that qualifies and it's a car that you really want, the government's really making a push to just get everyone to adopt the EV.
Hey man, that makes sense. That actually makes sense to me. But my personal question for you: why did you decide to get a Tesla? Because I remember me and you, bro, we were talking, fam. You were you were not a Tesla guy. I mean, you were. I'm not gonna lie. You were the one. If I have to put it out there, he was the one that put me on Tesla. I never wanted to test drive a Tesla.
This is like way back,
way back, when they had no Model 3, no Model Y,
just the S.
Just the S. Like, yo, man, just go to test drive a Tesla. I said, nah, I'm straight. But fast forward a couple of years, it's like, nah, man, I don't want to do a Tesla. You want to do a Chevy, you want to do something else. So a Cadillac, the Cadillac looked beautiful.
Right.
But you end up with a Tesla, bro.
Tesla. So here's what. Tesla's now, they're kind of like, not kind of, they are like the originator of EV. Regardless if we like other brands or not, when it comes to electric vehicles, they've had time to master their craft, to just polish everything. So there's some cars, to be honest with you, that were interested, that I did find interesting. For example, I really like what Chevy's doing with the Blazer that's about to come out.
Okay.
Even with the Cadillac Lyric. Actually, if you recall, I actually had put my deposit down.
You did put
for the Cadillac
for the Cadillac Lyric. That is true.
Correct.
That is, yeah.
So, but that was before the Tesla price drop. So, a couple of things that's always been a little different with me. You and I, we've been friends for a long time.
Right.
Jerry here is an early adopter.
Yep.
When it comes to tech. So, latest gadgets, phones, Jerry's always the one who's first at it all.
Make sure you get it at a deal though, people, but we'll talk about that later.
Right.
Go ahead.
So with me, I like to fall back a little bit and just kind of wait, let the kinks, let the manufacturer get the kinks out. So even though I did like the Cadillac Lyric, I just started, thinking I gotta at least give them a year or two to get a few iterations out so they can get all the kinks out, because every new product is gonna have some kind of issue.
Correct.
So with Tesla, especially this Model Y, it's been on the market for several years now. They've had time to really just get it right.
That's true.
That played a big part of my decision of going back to the Tesla.
Okay. So you back to the Tesla, and you finally got the Tesla. I mean, how was the process for you? Like, you know what I mean? Because I remember earlier on, you were telling me that you started with a long range, right?
Right. I had ordered a long range first.
Okay. So how did we get from long range to a performance model?
So initially, when Tesla first did the price drop in January, the long range was under 55K. So
it was.
What the issue that they were having was that Model Y was classified as a sedan. So the IRS.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yes. So
they said the Model Y is a sedan. So this big old car that put it as a sedan
with the hatchback and everything,
was a sedan.
They had classified as a sedan. It made no sense.
Whatever.
So in fact, the same Model Y, if it was a 7-seater, they'd classify it as an SUV, but the 5-seater wouldn't, just based on how many seats were in it.
Okay.
So only the Model Y long range was below 55 at the time. So only the long range would have qualified me for the tax credit.
Okay.
So I placed my order in for the long range. However, while I was waiting, because it took like a month for me to, at least a month and a half for me to get the car.
Mm-hmm.
But a week or two after I placed my order, the U.S. Treasury changed their policies changed the classification of this car. They reclassified the Model Y, both the long range and the performance, as an SUV.
So it's no longer a sedan that classifies an SUV.
It's now classified an SUV. So the benefit of it being classified an SUV, the cap for you to get the credit now goes up to 85,000, I believe.
Gotcha.
So the long range was at the time 56, 57. So I can now jump into the long range for an extra $2,000 and still get the IRS tax credit.
Got it.
And at that point, I wanted the long range. I wanted the performance anyway.
Correct.
So I can jump into
the long range.
I had the long range.
And you switched.
I switched to the performance.
From the performance.
Right.
Gotcha,
So the performance was a little above 55, but yet now I can still get the tax credit on the performance.
Got it.
So it was to me a no-brainer. I went in, switched my order to the performance, and I also heard that Tesla prioritizes performance models. So because they make more margin on the profit, they make more profit on the performance. So if you order a performance, you'll take delivery of the car a lot faster than you would the long range. So and also too, more people were ordering the long range. So there was
like the back time, like it was like a backlog.
So it was more delay in taking delivery of that vehicle. So I switched to the performance, and my expected delivery time dropped by like 2 weeks. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I think I put the order in January 18th. I took delivery of the car March 15th.
So let me ask you a question though. Mm-hmm. From the long range to the performance, you had to go in there and change it, right?
Right.
Did you have like any problems going in there to change it from the long range to the performance? Did they give you a type of problems or anything?
Not at all. I bought several cars in my lifetime. If every car buying process was as easy as what Tesla makes it, it would be amazing. You just go in there, you edit, and you're done. It gives you a confirmation number of your change, and you're good to go. There's no dealer to haggle with. No one that's trying to add all these add-ons. Basically it's the price you pay, destination, tax, and that's it.
That's crazy.
That's it.
So you went from a long range to a performance model,
correct?
Right? So now you got your performance model,
mm-hmm.
and the date was set. How was the pickup? Like I know a lot of people make videos about the pickup, but we just want to talk about it briefly.
Correct.
So like, how was the pickup for you? Like, there was like a long duration process. Like, did you have to do a lot of paperwork and stuff like that?
The pickup was super easy. So during the order process, Tesla makes you download their app, right? So the app is what's updating you on when your vehicle is ready, when the VIN is assigned, and when it's time to take delivery. So and I did have a Tesla rep that would text me in regards to certain things as well. But once my delivery date came, all I had to do was pull up to the Tesla sales center, pull out my app, do a quick walk around, say I'm okay with it, and once I accepted it, you accept delivery on the app, the doors unlock, and you're good to go. It's literally that simple.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
So I don't know if you want to talk too much about that part. I wanted to kind of talk to people about, it's not just owning the car. You got the federal tax credit, the deals that's going on because they dropped the price. But how is it financing? Because right now, we live in a world where, even if you're trying to buy a house, like 6%, 7%.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like the house could be really expensive. And it's the same thing for cars. It's like randomly I was looking for, you know, like how much is it for a loan on a car, and I'm seeing same rate, like 6-7% for a car. So if you don't mind telling the people about that also, like how was that process?
Absolutely. So the easiest way to go about it is going with Tesla's financing. That's the easiest way.
Easiest way.
Right. So, but at the time,
is that a good deal with? That's my question for you, like a yes or no question. Is that a good deal?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because at the time when I was putting in my order, the rate on Tesla's website was like 5.5%. It's not the worst right now.
It's not the worst,
but still,
it's not the best.
It's not bad. Plus, given 2 years ago, interest rate was 2-3%. 5.5 is, you know, a tough pill for me to swallow.
It is.
So I did some shopping around. I checked with some credit union. I recommend anyone who's going through this process to check with.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
credit union.
Check with a credit union that you're associated with or affiliated with, and that's what I did. I went through, you know, Florida State Credit Union. Go Noles. So I had to throw that in there, right? Yeah. So they actually had a great deal. So while Tesla was doing 5.5%, FSU Credit Union was offering 3.9% interest rate. So that already was a no-brainer to go.
That's a save right there.
But in addition to that, though, they had this loan, and it was called, I forgot the name of it, but basically it's very similar to a balloon loan setup. Balloon loans aren't very popular in the United States, but they're very popular in Europe, overseas, and other countries. But it basically works just like a lease. Tesla, as you know, you can lease the car through Tesla, but I don't recommend leasing.
I don't recommend that either.
Absolutely.
I don't recommend, because Tesla only wins if you lease.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for a deal, don't ever lease a Tesla. If you release a Tesla, that's the worst deal possible. But yeah,
correct. So definitely don't lease a Tesla, at least not through Tesla.
Not through Tesla.
Because they know their cars hold their resale value very well. They keep the car after the lease.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have an option to buy the
car. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous. But with my credit union's balloon loan option, you basically have the option to, after 3 years, return the car, leave the car with the credit union, walk away from it, or you can buy the car outright from them. You can refinance it, you can sell it, and to me, I just felt like that gave me a lot of flexibility, and it also lowers your payment like a lease would. So my payment on this car is probably about $200 lower than someone who were to finance it outright.
Right.
So based on the monthly payment that Tesla could have offered me, I'm saving at least $250-$300 a month because I went through a credit union.
That's a lot. Plus, even if you had decided to lease this car with Tesla, which is not a good deal, I'm pretty sure that payment is high also.
Yeah, so it would have been a little higher as well.
It's a high payment, man. That's crazy. So going to a credit union to lease a Tesla, or not lease, like buy, but like a lease program, I think will be much better than to go directly through Tesla, because even though that might be the easiest option, but it just, I guess, people, woo, why you gotta do me like that, though, in front of my people's, dog?
I had to throw you off a little bit.
Dog,
you know,
people gonna, hey,
were you ready? You know?
Nah, I wasn't ready, man. I know.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
I know people gonna laugh at this part of this video, but go ahead. I'm not gonna take this out at all, okay?
Right.
So I'm gonna put myself ready mentally, because now I forgot what I was about to say. But anyways, what I was gonna say is, it takes time. It's a good reason why it takes time for you to make the research to save the money. The easiest way is not the best way to save money. So do a little bit of research out there. You know what I mean? Like, go through the process. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that credit union was not your first stop.
At all.
Right?
So go ahead.
How many processes did it take you for you to say, yo, this is what I need to do. This is the best option for me.
Right. So once I put in, I did the reservation. I think Tesla charges you $250 for the reservation, which is non-refundable, by the way. But I know I wanted the car. So that's when I spent nights just researching. There's a lot of videos out there on different credit unions and, you know, financial institutions that you can go through. And I just went through all of them, saw their terms. Some offered really interesting loan rates. For example, like 3%. However, it was for 24 months. And if you go beyond 24 months,
a short time. Yeah,
and if you go beyond 24 months and it goes back up to 5-6%, that wasn't going to work for me. I didn't want a loan because if you get a loan with that short term that short of a term, your monthly payment's going to be sky high.
Yeah,
right. So at least with my credit union, they offered 3.9%, and you can do that 3.9% up to 60 months.
That's really good.
So that was a really good option. And on top of that, I had the option to exercise the balloon loan option, which works just like a lease. It's 2 days to find that one, but I had already looked through and found a bunch of them. There's another one called Tenant that specializes in,
like I heard of it. I think you told me about that actually. Yeah.
So Tenant Financing, TENET. They specialize in EV financing as well. So if maybe you don't have a credit union that you're affiliated with that could work, Tenant is open to the public. Okay. But again, it's check multiple places. See what's gonna work the best for you in your situation. Also too, obviously, this is YouTube. People nationwide are seeing this. Location, maybe the credit union I use won't work in your state. Correct. So you have to look for a financial institution that can work in your state.
Yeah, that's true. So by the time we're shooting this video, thanks, man. I appreciate that point actually. But by the time we're shooting this video, it's already the 1st of April, right, guys? Right. So what I want to tell you, if you're looking to buy an EV, do your research, find out what's the best EV for you. We're not telling you to go buy a Tesla, but I'm a Tesla fan. So I'm not going to tell you to buy a Tesla, but buy the Tesla, see what tax credit is going to apply for you. But also, don't get too excited about, I feel like, the ownership of getting the car and just so happy and just focus on that and forget to do the financial research. Like, I think like the financial research is so important for you to be able to save that money later on, because a lot of people could just go in and be like, yo, I'm getting a Tesla, I'm getting a Chevy, they offer finance and just go straight to the company, do the finance, and don't save the money that way. You know what I mean? Like paying 5%, but do a 2-day research and drop it down to 3%, like 3.9%. Yo, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. So we challenge you guys to do that. I brought Cleves along for this video. Me and him, we've been talking about deals for a long time. We talk about EVs, not even EVs, like financial deals, like, saving deals. So when we find deals out there for you guys, we'll definitely will let you know. Definitely will make more videos talking about different deals that you can find, not just, little small deal, but the big deals too. So Cleves, while you're looking left and right to make a left, you want to talk to your people. What's your last word you like to tell people today, my friend?
My last word is definitely hit like and subscribe on my man Jerry's video.
Oh, I was about to get to that. Appreciate you,
again, because buying the car was one thing, but making sure you secured the right deal was everything. Yeah. And in everything, like Jerry, if you go back and you watch the other videos on his page, you'll see the best saving accounts where you can get the most interest on your money. That's ideal. Again, he's Mr. Gadget. So if you're looking to make a big, electronic purchase or something, this guy right here can really help guide you on how to just get that best deal. So again, of course, anytime. It's not what you buy, but how you buy it.
Facts. All right, my people. So like this video, comments, and you'll get more videos like this while we drive to this beautiful state of Florida, man. Right. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and we out. Deuces.